everyone. Welcome. It's another beautiful night. For those of you that are in Chicago, you know we just got through some snow, but it's nothing for Chicago. But it was the beginning of another day in Chicago, so it was beautiful. Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear my voice. I would greatly appreciate it to make sure that it's working. Tonight we're going to have question and answers. And everyone is welcome to the question and answer session. You can ask any question that you want. These are the great nights to take advantage of those things as well, to be able to ask any questions that you might have. All right. So please feel free to do so. All right. So it'd be great if everybody asks the questions that they have and get them, start entering them now. Because you guys say you have a delay. So with the delay, I want to make sure that you get your questions in. So please start asking your questions now. At this time, I'm going to play a disclaimer, go through our testimonials, and we'll be right back with you right after this disclaimer.
Disclaimer. The information contained in this video is intended as an information resource only and is not to be used or relied upon for any diagnostic or treatment purposes. The video's information does not create any patient-physician relationship. Dawid Yisrael makes no representations about the accuracy or suitability of this content, as scientific and medical information updates and changes daily as more substantial information is discovered. Dawid Yisrael and any business associated during this video shall not in any event be liable for any direct or indirect damages, losses, injuries, or liability whatsoever suffered as a result of your use or misuse of this video's content. Use of this video is at the viewer's sole risk.
Go ahead.
Being here is he's been bigger than I could even articulate, and I think this brother's chosen to share a gift that he's been blessed with. I already knew I was the most ignorant person, but this brother never judged me. I came clean with my errant ways, never felt judged, and I'm leaving feeling better on so many levels, and I'm so thankful for him and his peers that showed up. So I'm looking forward to being back next week to gain some more knowledge, and I can pass that on to my grandchildren and hopefully anyone in my circle. But I'm going to grow with him if he allows me to, and I'm grateful.
Absolutely. You grow with him. All right, put questions in the box. We don't have any questions yet, so I'm just going to be sitting here silent. I don't want to be here silent waiting on questions. I need questions in the box. Right? If we don't have any questions tonight, then I will close out. So believe you me, I'm looking for questions. It's been a long day. We just did another health class, part 1. And we're going to do a part 2 of the health class next week. All right. So prayerfully, you all can attend next week, those that are coming to the health class. But if you have any questions right now, please put your questions in the chat. If you want more information on the health class, please make sure that you come to our Patreon. Okay. And you'll actually be able to hold 1 second. We got a question. Regarding the mind over matter thinking. Regarding the mind over matter thinking, do you think a person can heal themselves without the optimum limit? Yes, but here's the problem. Without the optimum limit, they're going to not be able to reach the level of consciousness to maintain it. And this is why I told you before. This is the main reason I did health, physical health. Remember, before I was only doing mental and spiritual health. I told you that. You didn't know me then, but I told you that. So I was saying I only did spiritual and mental health. I didn't do physical health at all. I didn't deal with it at all. But because your diet, or to live it, your live it is going to determine the level of your consciousness. Therefore, mind over matter, yes, you can beat a disease, or an issue, but it's going to come back. Right? That's number one. And number two is you're not going to be able to elevate to the level of consciousness that you need to be able to vibrate at the level that you've tried to heal yourself at. That's why that physical live it is so important. That's why I tell you, eating is spiritual. It is not physical. And I didn't understand that. So I'm thinking I'm dealing with mental and spiritual health, but I didn't realize that eating, your diet, how you live, your lifestyle, all that's spiritual. That is not a physical thing. Exercise is physical, but eating is spiritual. And how you breathe, because it's allowing spirit into the body when you lighten up the diet. So you have to, you can heal yourself. Yes, I've seen it happen. But can you maintain it without that? No. You're not going to be able to maintain it without the live it. You can't. What are you trying to heal? Why are you trying to heal yourself? What is the purpose of healing yourself? Let me ask you that question. Let's go there first. Why are you trying to heal yourself? Sinart, I want your answer directly, please, because you asked that question. And everybody else, please put your questions in the chat. If you have not subscribed with us, please make sure that you subscribe. All right. Visit our Patreon as well. And you can ask any questions tonight. Sinart, why would someone be trying to heal themselves? For what? What's the purpose? Please put your questions in the chat. I will answer all questions tonight. Any question that you have, I will answer it. That's a good question you asked, though. Regarding mind over matter thinking, do you think a person can heal themselves without the optimum limit? Yes, they can heal themselves, but no, they will not be able to maintain it. Because what caused it in the first place is what they're eating. Nutrition is the key. So nutrition is causing all the problems. The optimum limit is nothing but what your body is designed to eat naturally. What your physiology is designed to eat. That is the optimum limit. So if you put anything else in there besides that, you're going to cause disease, period. So if that's the case, yes, you can heal yourself with your mind. But if you don't, you're going to kill yourself with your living. Right? And what is the purpose of healing yourself? Sinard, I still haven't gotten a response. Maybe you put it in and it's just on delay, but I want to know. Anybody else with any questions? Please put your questions in the chat. I'm answering all questions tonight. I'm not doing no talking unless there's questions in there. Good evening. Chia seeds, flax seeds, are they good? Yes, they are. Flax seeds are excellent. And I'm going to say this. As a matter of fact, the only vegan that I have ever seen with the lowest number I've ever seen, which was 17, from a vegan, as far as 17-1, as far as the omega-3, omega-6 balance, which still is not good, but it's better than 99.9% of any vegans I've ever seen take the test. The flaxseed, they took flaxseed 3 times a day, every day, and that kept their omega-3s in balance, which means if you get your omega-3s in balance perfectly and you're taking flaxseed on a regular basis, it will keep your omega-3, omega-6s balanced. And you have to remember, you have to get the proper EPA and DHA of omega-3 versus omega-6 balance first. Once you get back in your normal range, an optimum limit will keep you there. The only reason it got knocked off balance in the first place is because you were eating the wrong foods. But chia seeds and flax seeds are fine. We don't do a lot of seeds though. You don't want to do a lot of seeds, but yes, they're good. That's in our livid. Seeds are in our livid. That was a good question. Make sure, again, if you cannot type a question, subscribe to be able to leave your questions. You can ask any questions that you have. All right. Or visit our Patreon as well. Make sure that. Okay, another question. A physical healing is what most people would want. The body is an important part of your. So you're answering my question now. You're answering the question I asked you. Okay. So a physical healing is what most people would want. The body is an important part of you living an energetic life. However, I know that for myself, there are physical, spiritual, and mental connection is. Okay. Necessary. Okay, it's necessary. Here's the deal. So the physical healing is um so no, the question I'm asking you is, but why would a person want a physical healing? For what? Why would they want a physical healing? Why? It's very it's very um it's very important that you answer that question that I'm asking you. Regarding the mind over matter thinking, do you think a person can heal themselves without the optimum livid? My answer is yes, they can. However, they cannot maintain it. Then I asked you, what is the purpose for a person wanting to heal themselves? And you came back with a physical healing is what most people would want. The body is an important part of your healing, of you healing an energetic life. However, I know that for myself, there are physical, spiritual, and mental connection is. But what is the purpose of healing? Why are they trying to heal? Why do they want a physical healing? For what? Okay, so is there a test for omega 3s? Yes, that's the balance oil test. Organic peanut butter, occasionally okay? No. Peanuts are terrible for you. They're from the pea family. We can't, those are bad for us. They're not nuts. They're peas and they're bad for us, but they're good for a lot of things. Like if you read like Carver, you know what I'm saying? What Carver put together, the Dr. Carver, what he put together was excellent. The different things that peanut oil and peanut butter can do are excellent. But as far as you putting it in your body and ingesting it to eat it, no, it's not good for that. Sinart. Anybody have a question? Please make sure you're subscribed. That way you can ask any question that you want. I will answer it. Tonight is one of the nights where you will be able to ask any question. You can ask anything, and I want to answer it. Because our bodies are our means to move and get around. But so what? That's good. I understand that. But why would a person want to be healed? What is the purpose? Our bodies can move around, they can do this, they can do that. But what is the purpose of healing? Because until you understand that, you will never understand the answer to your question. Unless you know why you want a physical healing to not be ill, why not? Why don't you want to be ill? Why? What does that mean to not be ill? Why don't you want to be ill? Why do you want to be healed? Why do you want a physical healing? Why does somebody want to do that? Yeah, that's true, but why not? What were we created to be then? If we weren't created to be ill, then we were created to be what? We were created to do what? You're dancing all around it. And that's the problem. Anybody else got any questions? Put them in. Get them in now. But when the questions end, the podcast ends. Okay, yeah, we could say that, but that's not what am I? That's not the answer I'm looking for. What do gods do? They what? Let's look at it that way. What do gods do? They what? That's a good answer. So we can create. That's the one. That's a good answer. That's not the answer I'm looking for. You dancing all around it, and I'm not gonna give it to you. You have to get it. You have to answer the question. 'Cause I give y'all too much. Giving it to y'all, y'all don't get it. So you have to start. Y'all have to start thinking. Not about what to think. It's about how to think. That's what's gonna make the difference. I told you my goal is so you don't need me anymore. Any other questions? Put them in the chat. Come on, Senart. Keep using that brain. Keep using that heart. Regarding the mind over matter, thinking. Do you think a person can heal themselves without the optimal living? Yes. They can heal themselves with their mind. I told you that's what I was doing with the creation series before I did the health class. I love it. I love it. So I can read your mind and I wouldn't have to go through this. That was a good one. Spirulina I use sometimes, good or bad. Spirulina. Spirulina is good, I believe. Let me make sure. I think that's a seaweed, right? Let me see. I'm gonna check that. I never thought about spirulina before. Yeah, Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's good for you. Can take that. Yeah. It's a seaweed. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. Wheatgrass, no, terrible. Do not do wheatgrass. Everything has its place, but in your optimal living, no, wheatgrass is terrible. That's why you have to do what you have to do to it. That's why it tastes nasty. As terrible as it does. It ain't designed for you. You'll never eat wheatgrass. But if you have a terrible situation and you don't have nothing else but wheatgrass and you have cancer or something, it works for that. It will work for that. But is it something we should be eating every day? No. Is it designed for our bodies? No. Will it cause problems? Yes. It's not designed for you. If it's not designed for your body and the natural limit, it's going to cause problems. But is a time and season for everything. But is it good for us? No. Sinart, I still don't see your answers coming. Come on, let's go. I want you to think. You're in too many of my classes now. You creation series style now. You got to answer these questions. You should know that answer. You're doing decent, but it's not on point. Why would somebody want a physical healing? It's very simple. It's not rocket science and it ain't hard. Isola, why would you want to be healed? Why would you want your body? Why would you want a physical healing for what? Why would somebody want to be physically healed? I want to see what your answers are. Who else we got on the chat? I know we got Isola. I know we got Sinart. If somebody else is on here, please put your name or at least put your here in the chat so we know. Introduce yourself. Welcome yourself. We love you. We love you. Any other questions? Mm. If there's no other questions on the floor, and nobody's going to answer that question that I have on the floor, I want y'all to think about it. Wow. So you can live and what? Not die. That is exactly right. That's why a person wants a physical healing, because they want to live. So, can you? That is the right answer, Isola. So, regarding the mind over matter, thinking, do you think a person can heal themselves without the optimal living? Yes, they can. I've seen it happen. But as I stated before, that the mind over matter, I mean, not the mind over matter, excuse me, the creation series, that's what I was teaching. I had people healing themselves with their mind. But the problem was you can't maintain it because what you're putting in your body is going to cause the same problem again. And the purpose of a physical healing is to live and not die. So why would I not be on a optimal living if I want to live and not die? Everybody wants to live. I don't care who they are. Unless you're about to commit suicide, I've been in the hospital, everything. They want to live and not die. They finally give up because they recognize that they've done so much damage to the body that they can't live. But you can actually. They could actually get themselves out that bed with their mind, truthfully. But so they can live and not die. This is the key. You cannot do that without the optimal living. So it doesn't matter. So people are always trying to get out the bed or try to live and this and that. They're trying to live. People on their deathbed want to live. That's what they want the physical healing for. The only way you're going to live is with the optimal living. Why? Because it's the only living that's going to not cause disease in the body. Why? Because the only thing you're putting in the body is that which belongs there. Anything else you put in the body that does not belong there, which is not on the optimal living, which is not your natural diet, which is not in alignment with your physiology, is going to kill you. It's going to cause disease, period. So can you heal yourself with your mind? Yes. Can you maintain it? No. Because the purpose is to live. That's the key. That's the missing point. That's what everybody is missing. The reason anybody that says, I want to feel better, means they want to live and not die. They don't never want to feel bad. They want perfect health. That's what they want. Not to be ill. Like you said, not to be ill. They want perfect health. But they don't get perfect health because they won't do this. Go to the optimal living. It's that simple. It ain't rocket science. This stuff is so easy. It's a 3-year-old kid can get this stuff. Correct. You cannot. Because it's against the natural law. So your body's going to break down somewhere. So why are you taking your body through that? Because you're a food addict. You don't respect your body. Your body is filled with trillions of cells that you are the caretaker of. But you don't respect it. So because you don't respect your body, therefore you put anything in it. And your body is going to, after a while, say, forget you. It's going to break down. And nature is going to destroy you because that's natural. Why? So that you don't knock nature out of balance. Because eating the way you eat is what keeps nature in balance. Every being on the planet is to eat its natural living to keep the ecosystem balanced. When you're eating things that don't belong in your body or in alignment with your physiology, you're knocking nature out of balance. So nature has a safety mechanism to kill you when you do that. Called cancer, called diabetes, called high blood pressure, called strokes, called heart attacks. All of those things are designed to keep the earth from being destroyed. You become a virus, and therefore there are mechanisms designed to take the virus out. Yes, so respecting your body and yourself, of course, it comes first. Yeah. So I can live and not die, so I can continue to live in physical wellness to complete my mission, serve Elohim. Good. That's good. Serve God. That's great. That is exactly right. Good job. Now you can't maintain it and continue to eat the wrong foods. No. Can we really live as breatharians? Yes. There are people doing it. So respecting yourself and body comes first. Yes. Jerry, welcome. It was good to see you at the class today. That was wonderful. I've been replying. I was on the right email on the Patreon. It didn't allow me to reply, and this call is not. You have to come to for me to be able to see it. You have to reply here. You have to reply in the YouTube chat, not on the Patreon chat. I won't be able to see those. I never thought about people replying on the Patreon chat. I never thought about that. Let me see if there is a reply on there. Maybe that's good. That's okay. But I'm not seeing your replies there either. I don't think. Hold on. Oh yes, I do. I see him. I was to the goal to get my cousin wheatgrass. Okay, good. These are questions over here. Yeah, so you gotta make sure you're on the right account. That's registered. That's subscribed. You have to be subscribed to be able to chat. Number one, and number two. I don't know, but I got the answer. It won't let me put my name in the chat. I tried. I was told to get my cousin wheatgrass. I never liked it. I took her off of it. Yeah, you can use for cancer. It's good. Believe it or not, it does work for cancer. But the what you call it is better if you can get it. The fruit um on the tip of my tongue. I can see it in my face right now. Sour sop. Sour sop is better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see your responses now. I see your replies on there, the comments. But yeah, now you're back in here, so you're fine. You're in the YouTube now. I don't know what happened, Jerry, but now you should be able to respond. You are responding, so that's good. All right, so any other questions? Please put them in the chat. Okay, you got a bunch of sour sop. I'm subscribed on that cell, but on this cell, I'm not because you're in two different accounts. You have to be logged into the same email address on both phones. Everything is according to your email address. That's why. You got to make sure of that because it won't, then you will be subscribed. It's impossible because it's the database. So you would be subscribed. But yeah. All right. Do we have any other questions? Because when the questions end, the podcast ends. I am out. I've had a long day today. A long day. Woo! Yeah, I found them on Patreon. I saw them on Patreon. Oh. Yeah, but whatever is happening, I don't know. But you have to be logged into the YouTube. Like you have to log into YouTube on that phone with the same email address that you're logged into that one on. And I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they'll let you do that. Yeah, you could do that. That's what you have to do, and then you'll be subscribed on both phones. Mm. I know I am. It works every time for me, so that's what I'm saying. Hmm. And if they're both Gmail accounts, I know it's going to work. And if they're both Gmail accounts, I know it's going to work because YouTube is owned by Google. So it has to be the same one. I don't know. You have to have somebody look at it. I'm not sure. All right. So anybody have any other questions? I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds so we can see if anybody has any more questions. And then we're gonna close out. If you haven't subscribed, right, join the Patreon. Channel is doing great. We've had so many viewers this week. I was so happy to see that. We had massive. We had like 800 and something viewers this week, which was great. So we're gonna keep it up. You guys are doing great. Let's keep growing together. Prayerfully, you're getting something out of these classes, and you're growing. Hallelujah. Yes, indefinite. Yahweh, you got that right. All right. Questions going once. Questions going twice. All right. I'm about to close out. So with that, I appreciate everybody's time. See you all at the top of your health journey. Peace.
For the rest of this video and more videos like these, you can join us at patreon.com/health class. Again, that's patreon.com/health class. And join one of our paid tiers. Any of them will do. And you join one of those tiers, you can watch the rest of these videos as well as all the other videos that I produced, including my former health classes, which is 4 to 8 hours of information that can help you on your health journey to the top. All right. So I look forward to sharing that adventure with you. I look forward to seeing you at the top of your health journey. Peace.
Peace.